Hello and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today I'm walking around my neighborhood and we're going to learn correct American pronunciation. But first, this is not correct.
All the details and discussions happen in the Telegram channel.
We do not say in the Telegram channel. When we're talking about apps, social media apps, we don't say in, we say on. Example, on Telegram, on Facebook, on Instagram. Use on when talking about social media apps. I'm not on Telegram, but I'm on Facebook. What about you? Are you on Facebook? Or are you on Instagram? What app are you on? Very good. Now let's talk about pronunciation. This is not correct.
And handling it when something goes wrong with your order.
And handling it when something goes wrong with your order, we do not pronounce the word handling. It's pronounced handling. You handle a problem. And handling problems can be difficult. Not handling, but handling. Use the ass sound like fan and man. Handling. Now we don't have to make it 3 syllables. You don't have to say handling. You can say handling. But not handling. So again, handling problems can be difficult. Let's practice. Can handling problems be difficult? That's right, handling problems can be difficult. So let's go on a walk. Now, this next one. Let's listen. This is also not correct.
The problem is not your vocabulary.
The problem is not your vocabulary? The word is not pronounced vocabulary. It's pronounced vocabulary. We cannot use the like in burger. We have to use the air like in hair and chair. Vocabulary. Not vocabulary, but vocabulary. So example, vocabulary is a very important part of learning a language. Let's practice. Is vocabulary a very important part of learning a language? That's right. Let's keep walking. So we see today, it's not very sunny. It's cloudy and it's a little cool. Yeah, it's usually cool here. Even in the spring, it's cool here. Yeah, it's May and it's cool. You need a jacket or a sweater. All right, let's watch another clip. This is also not correct.
Checking into a hotel, talking to a doctor, picking something up at a pharmacy.
It's hard to tell what she said. Did she say baking something up or making something up? Let's hear that again.
Checking into a hotel, talking to a doctor, picking something up at a pharmacy.
So we cannot say baking something up or making something up. I think she wants to say picking something up, using the short I sound like this is. So the P plus the I, like in this is, picking something up at the pharmacy. This is the correct pronunciation. Example, she's picking something up at the pharmacy. Not making, not baking, picking. She's picking something up at the pharmacy. Let's practice. Is she picking something up at the pharmacy? That's right, she's picking something up at the pharmacy. Okay, let's keep walking. All right, so now we're going to talk about some Italian pronunciation that became English pronunciation. Let's watch another clip. This is also not correct.
When you ask for room at the top, you are asking the barista to leave a little space in the cup.
We do not pronounce the word barista. This word came from Italian, and I don't know how to pronounce it in Italian, but in English we say barista. We use the long E sound like green beans. We don't use the short I sound like this is. We don't say barista. We say barista. It's the stressed syllable, use the long E, barista. She's a barista. She works in a coffee shop. She makes espresso drinks, so she's a barista. Let's practice. Is she a barista? That's right, she's a barista. Not a barista, but a barista. Make that E sound. All right, let's hear another one.
Well, I have something for you that will help do exactly that. It is called Speaking Club Pro. Every week you get a schedule of live Zoom sessions.
It is called Speaking Club Pro? cold? No, it's cold today. But she means to say it's called. Let's look at the pronunciation difference. When I say cold as the opposite of hot, it's cold. We have the long O, like old. O, cold. And when I say called, I have the sound aw, like wall, tall, and fall. Call. It's back here. Called. So it is called Speaking Club Pro. I cannot say it is cold, it is called. Let's practice. What is it called? Is it called Speaking Club Pro? That's right, it's called Speaking Club Pro. I don't know what it is, but that's what it's called. All right, let's keep walking. And let's hear another clip.
Next, store credit. Store credit is what a shop gives you instead of a cash refund.
Wait a second. Refund? The word is not pronounced refund. I cannot say a cash refund. We have to put the stress on the first syllable and say refund, making the long E like green beans. Refund. You can say it's a cash refund, but not a cash refund. It's a cash refund. So example, if you have your receipt, you can get a cash refund. Let's practice. If you have your receipt, can you get a cash refund? That's right, if you have your receipt, you can get a cash refund. That's good news if you have your receipt. All right, so let's watch another clip.
Pay attention to the rhythm, the intonation, and how the sentences connect.
Wait a second. Pay attention to the intonation? Intonation? We don't pronounce the word like that. It's intonation. The stress is on the in, intonation, and the nash. The stress is not on the tone, and we don't pronounce it tone. We say ton, intonation. Don't make the long O, make the short like cup and up. Intonation. And yes, you should pay attention to the intonation. Let's practice. Should you pay attention to the intonation? That's right, you should pay attention to the intonation. All right, well, thanks for watching, and keep watching to practice more with real-life American English. First, this is not correct.
On Wednesday night. Okay? So whenever we have day of the week, we use on.
It's not correct to say, whenever we have day of the week, we use on. The word day is countable, so I have to say either a day or days. So it's correct to say, whenever we have a day of the week, we use on. Or it's correct to say, whenever we have days of the week, we use on. So remember, the word day is countable. I have to use the article a day of the week, or I can make it plural and say days of the week. This is also not correct.
And normally we would have of in the same sentence. Let's look at a couple of examples. At the beginning of the meeting, I'll ask everyone to pitch ideas.
We cannot pronounce this word of at the beginning of the meeting. The word is pronounced of. The correct pronunciation of this word is of. Use the short sound like cup and up. It's closed, of. And then the V sound like very and van, v. Together, of. At the beginning of the meeting. Example, a cup of coffee. We hear the same sound 3 times. A cup of coffee. The short sound, a cup of coffee. Let's practice. I'd like a cup of coffee. What about you? Would you like a cup of coffee? Very good. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.